What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Came across this video yesterday that has just gone mega viral, and to me it's a real head scratcher. So get this: a woke video game writer actually think the kids are a disability. Yeah, you heard me right. Kids are a disability. I always thought kids were a responsibility. So before I get into this, I just want to thank you all for taking the time to watch the content on my channel. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button. If you're a returning viewer, press that like button. Even if you're new here, press that like button. It helps out with the YouTube algorithm, helps promote the channel, promote my content, so on and so forth. So with that, let's dive on in, shall we? So let's take a look at this bizarre take and kind of unpack what's going on here. I mean, can you believe that someone would actually equate the innocence and joy of childhood with a disability? It is just mind-boggling. So let's break this down, shall we? That Park Place has done an excellent article on this. And this is from John F. Trent. If you haven't checked out his work, check it out on thatparkplace.com. Check out his socials, his YouTube channel, so on and so forth. Love the work that John does. So, Santa Monica studio writer and former IGN editor Alanah Pearce recently claimed in a video discussing Elden Ring's DLC, Shadow of the Erdtree, that having a 2-year-old is a situational disability. I have a question. What is a situational disability? I've heard of long-term disability. I've heard of short-term disability. You know, those are things that you can normally purchase as far as like insurance, like Aflac, or if your company offers those things as an option, you can purchase those things as an option from your company as part of your health benefits package. But situational disability? I mean, come on. Just saying. Pearce stated, I'm not actually asking for an easy mode. That isn't the intent. Here's the thing I want to spell out when accessibility is concerned. From there, she listed a number of types of disabilities, especially gaming. Long-term disability. Okay, cool. I get that. Situational disability. What? Temporary disability. Now, I'm no medical professional. I'm no psychologist. I'm no psychiatrist. But come on, man. Situational disabilities, temporary disabilities. So what she did is she posted a 17-minute video to YouTube. And what we're talking about is this little clip here that takes about 26 seconds. So let me play this little clip for you.
Is concerned. There are long-term disabilities, there are situational disabilities, there are temporary disabilities. It counts as a disability where a video game like Elden Ring is concerned if you have a kid. You have a 2-year-old, you're trying to play Elden Ring, you can't pause.
Okay. Right there. She has a 2-year-old kid. She wants to play Elden Ring, and she's worried about pausing the game. So not being able to pause the game and having a 2-year-old is a situational disability. I have an idea. Your 2-year-old takes naps, right? Your 2-year-old sleeps, right? How about you game when your kid is asleep? Not rocket science. Isn't hard. Let's continue.
It is a situational disability that you have, where the game not having the option for you to be able to pause, for example, is a hindrance for your particular disability.
Okay, I'm going to say this. It's not a disability. Having a 2-year-old child is a responsibility. You're a parent. You have a responsibility. In fact, you could say it's a long-term responsibility. I would know. My kid's 28 years old. He may be a young man, but he's still my kid. I can't put it any plainer than that. So let's talk about this. You may need to pause to stop your kid from putting a fork in a socket, a power outlet. Again, game while your kid's taking a nap. Game while your kid's asleep. You're a writer. You work for a game company. You're a gamer. Most gamers that I know are up pretty late in the evening. That's when your kids are normally supposed to be asleep. Let's see here. And then there are temporary disabilities. You break your wrist, you sprain your wrist, you temporarily have trouble playing video games. You need something to help you press certain buttons to play Elden Ring. No, that's not a temporary disability. Sorry. Don't buy it. Don't buy it. The definitions of these things are just mind-boggling. Long-term disability, I get. People have long-term disabilities. People have short-term disabilities. But as it pertains to gaming, really? I mean, that's my view. That's my opinion. You can comment down below and disagree with me if you want. But this is beyond nuts. This is beyond crazy. In fact, some of the comments on this video that was posted by Kanatanga. This is the clip from her 17-minute video. Vara Dark, you got a responsibility, not a disability. Yikes. She probably thinks being a mother is harder than coal mining or going to war. That's from Camelcast. That Star Wars girl. This is one of the dumbest things I've ever watched. Maybe spend time with your kid while they're awake instead of playing video games. You can always play while they're asleep, but claiming your child has a disability is absolutely effing bullshit. And it is. The kid example was for her saying a pause button that actually stops the game would be very helpful for those cases where your kids are acting up. Doesn't seem all that crazy of a take. You know, I've gamed a little bit. When I've had to pause a game, I usually hit escape on my keyboard. Just saying. Usually hitting escape pauses the game. Correct me if I'm wrong in the chat, please. I mean, the game could easily have a pause button. Laughing emoji. I just make it a menu option like the Monster Hunter games. Just hit exit to menu. It's the same thing. You'll be taken right back to where you left off. So, I mean, this is one of the cringiest takes I have ever seen a person post online. And I've been watching things online for since the advent of the internet. That may date me a little bit, but so let's just wrap this all up in a bow, shall we? She doesn't have a disability. She has a responsibility. And I'm going to point this out one more time. And I feel like I'm beating a horse to death. Play the game while your kid's asleep. Period. End of story. The absurdity of equating kids to a disability is beyond belief. It is crazy. It is nuts. And let's not forget about the potential impact of such views on the gaming industry. It's a slippery slope, folks. You know, we come up with these redefinitions and new definitions of things, and it catches on, and then what has been normal for years becomes the extreme viewpoint. Well, I have to say, this here, calling a kid a situational disability, that is an extreme viewpoint, and this cannot be allowed to be made the norm. So Again, what do you guys have to say? I want to hear from you guys out there. Share your thoughts on this outrageous take in the comments down below. And don't forget, hit that like button. Helps out with the YouTube algorithm. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. If you like the content I'm putting out, hit that subscribe button. Hit that notification bell. Share this video out there with your friends and family. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.